We're talking about me supporting myself, me showing up for myself, me showing love to me. You know what I'm saying? Cue the intro. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you today? Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys for tuning back in with me this week. Before we get started, I'm just going to say shout out to my Lakers. Hot-handed, cold-blooded, baby. We are going to the finals, and we're going to kick that butt and bring chip home. Yes. But anyway, back to the podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Eyes Wide Open podcast. I am a Lakers fan. My name is Kaya. Thanks for being here. Okay, guys. Truly and honestly, as you can see by the title, episode 25 is going to be about ways I show myself support, specific ways. Last week I talked about just why it's key to do it. Now I'm going to talk to you about like some key things that I actually do. I had a couple of people hit me up like, examples, please. I was like, so we're going to bring that. We got the examples for you, okay? Before we get started anywhere else, let me plug everything. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, I am at VonKayaM. If you would like to follow me on IG, I am at VonKaya. And if you want to follow the podcast page to stay connected when new episodes drop and to just be clued in, follow at Eyes Wide Open Pod on IG, okay? And then if you're curious about anything else regarding my tarot readings or birth chart readings, you can hit me up in my DMs or a private message, either one. If you have my phone number, shoot me a text. You guys know. Anyway, on to these support ways I support myself. On to the ways that I support myself. Let's get started. Number one, setting boundaries. I've talked about setting boundaries in the past, but I want to say this has been one of the biggest ways that I have actually supported myself and my highest self and my best good. Like saying no when I actually mean no, you know what I mean? Not being too chicken poop to express exactly how I feel in a certain situation and letting the chips fall where they may, you know what I mean? For a really long time, like I struggled with asserting my boundaries and just making sure that people understood where I stood regarding a certain issue or where I was at. And so it took me some time to find my voice, but I finally did. And I would say that finding my voice with things like that has been huge because now I can hold people accountable to be like, no, I'm not good with this here. And if I don't like this and this is what's happening, I'm out. You know what I mean? It makes you feel a little bit better inside because it's like you care enough about yourself to assert yourself and assert what feels right and comfortable for you, you know? So set boundaries, very important. Number two, have you guys seen Aladdin? That's not even the question. Sorry. He's like, rule number one, rule number two. Go watch Aladdin. I'm a dork. I love that movie. It's my favorite Disney movie. But anyway, number two, forgiving myself, okay? This is something that I struggled with big time. Very difficult for me to forgive myself because I'm overly critical of myself. I'm always in my head feeling like I have to tinker and toddle and, you know, be like a perfectionist. And I always have to remind myself that perfection is an illusion and that it's okay. And then it wills me to keep on going forward. But forgiving myself has been like a really big thing for me this year, really like allowing myself to lay down, you know, my shortcomings in order to pick up and keep moving towards the next thing because, you know, we all fail and there's going to come a point that you have to understand that failure doesn't mean failure forever. It just meant failure in that moment and pick up and keep pushing forward, you know? That's been really key. But ever since I have started doing that, it's just felt like, you know, my little supported baby. Me. But it's been big. I would say if you haven't forgiven yourself for things that you have done, please do that. Make it a point to sit with yourself, write some things down that maybe you feel like you've been harboring on, because you don't want to hold a grudge with others. You also don't want to hold a grudge with yourself, okay? So it's okay to forgive yourself. Just bless self. Self says what? I forgive you. I accept your apology, self. Okay, let's see. Number 3, I make time for my leisure loves, the things that I like to do. I definitely have gotten to where I make it a point to do things that I really enjoy. Like, you know, we all have responsibilities and things that we have to do regardless of if we feel like it or not. But in my downtime, I definitely make it a point to read. You know, I love books and reading and learning more knowledge. And then, you know, I like to play. I like to come to the park and all the nature and just kind of be out here. And, you know, just talking to my girlfriends. Like, I try to make time for things that make me feel like just joyous at heart and that kid-like energy again, because it keeps me young, you know. It keeps me beautiful. But it keeps me young, it keeps me youthful, it keeps me happy. And I feel like when I'm in that space, that's when I'm making my best decisions. That's when I'm making some of my best moves, is when I'm in positive and good light and I'm viewing the world from like a positive nature, realistic but positive, you know what I mean? Like when I'm able to have like a healthy combination of, you know, chilling and relaxing and maxing out cool. And I was shooting some b-ball outside the school. Okay. Sorry. I am really silly right now. I don't know why I'm feeling extremely silly, but hey. But anyway, it's a nice, healthy balance to have, you know, chilling and relaxing to getting your ish done. It's that good amount of like force and relaxation. You know what I mean? I like how I've been able to kind of hold those in tandem lately. And it's really been working out for me. So I've been proud of myself for that. So let's see. I also really like to cook random things. I try to see like what were some specific examples that I put on here. I love to watch cartoons. I love Bob's Burgers. I've really gotten into loving Archer a lot. My little brother really got me into Archer. That's been great. You know, I just try to do things that are going to make me laugh, cackle a little bit, if you will. Okay. And video games. I don't play video games really. That's really not my forte, but I like to watch them. I like to watch people play video games. Like I like to follow the storylines and like I will sit patiently watch it like a TV show. For real. Even if it's 2K, like that. I like watching that like an actual basketball game, oddly enough. Oh my gosh, this is the last one on my list and my video's not even 10 minutes. This is weird. Oh well, no problem. Self-care. Self-care is my very last one, and it's one of the most important ones to me. Self-care is everything. You know what I mean? Face masks, candles, foot spa, you know, setting the mood with your music and you dim the lights down low nicely. You know what I'm saying? We deserve to feel good. We deserve to feel happy. Our bodies deserve to be relaxed and feeling tension leave us, you know what I mean? Be it if it's energetic tension or physical tension, like our actual bodies are like hurting and bogged down and stuff like that. But like, give yourself that self-care. Love on your skin a little bit. Put yourself in a bath. I love to soak in a really good bath, and you guys know from like a couple episodes ago I talked about my spiritual baths that I like to do with my little rose petals and good oils in there. Like I hook myself all the way up. I'm trying to relax and get so much peace during those moments, because it's just like there's so much hecticness out there. I don't know about you guys, but I got a lot going on. But I love being able to just push everything away, shut all my devices down, and be like, oh, okay, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing. It's so calming. It's so therapeutic. And I mean, I've gotten to where I'm on a little bit of a routine where I try to make sure that I get like a couple of baths in every week. When I say I have a lot going on, I really do. Like my body is just like overworked. Ugh. But I feel as though doing the self-care is what kind of provides me with that energy to just keep going and to stay motivated and positive throughout, because it is really, really hard. But self-care is another way that I just feel so supported, and I feel so good about myself in general, you know what I mean, on multiple levels, because when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you treat everybody else good most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the fact that my skin looks so good and glowy right now makes me want to just tell everybody, hey. I'm like, oh, how y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? Hey. But, excuse me, I would say self-support, totally important. Think about the ways that you guys support yourself. If you don't have any type of habits or anything that you usually do, I'm just going to challenge you guys to take a second and think about what are some ways that you can incorporate like a couple of things to be supportive of yourself and of your highest self and your best self. You know what I mean? Like, not only does self-care give me time to like work on my body, but also my mind. I'm totally isolated. I'm alone. I relax myself. Like I said, I cut on the mood music. I get my face mask going and all that good stuff, and I'm jamming or whatever I'm doing, and it gives me time to just think or just let things out and let things flow and to just totally come into a mode of pure relaxation. And there's really nothing that compares to some of those moments some days, like when I have so much going on and I can just sit back and I'm like, you know, this is nice. You don't get those moments all the time, but like when you have them, it's everything. And like that's what I try to provide for myself, or I try to curate, you know, an environment where I can have that regularly and be able to relax and be able to chill and just be able to know that I am supporting myself and my best self, you know, at all times when I'm chilling, you know. So I'm gonna run them back down. We had number 1, setting boundaries. Number 2, forgive yourself. Number 3, make sure that you make time to do stuff that you love, little leisure things, little fun things, childlike activities. Go chase that childlike joy. Have some fun. You know what I'm saying? And then self-care. Make sure that you're pampering yourself, grooming yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of your body, working out, eating well. Like, give yourself some good self-care. Just that feels good. You know what I mean? But, oh my gosh, this is episode 25. I know it's short, but I really hope that this is helping you guys tap into some of your own like supportive habits. Like, what habits do you guys have that you see that help support you? Because I'm sure that I have more than 4, but I just wanted to come with 4 basic ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that you guys can tell me several in the comments. How are you supporting yourself? How are you showing up for yourself? How are you making sure and ensuring that you are being a very healthy person to yourself? You know what I mean? How are you making sure that you're keeping your being intact, you know, spiritually, energetically, however you want to look at it, tangibly? How are you holding yourself together? So, you know, I appreciate you guys for coming to this, you know, lovely episode 25 of the podcast. And I hope to see you guys all next week. Go spread it, go share it, go tell all your friends about it. You know, it's fun. It's good stuff. And I appreciate all of you guys for listening yet again. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Go Lakers.